Ross, wow, what a win. 4-0 over Tonbridge Angels. I know it wasn't an easy game, but the lads certainly made it look like that.
Yeah, it was definitely going to be a hard game. We prepped for a really difficult game, and yeah, the scoreline looks good, but it was a tough game. We had we had to deal with some threats. In possession, I thought we was really good, back to our ways, and I think we could have maybe squeezed another goal in there somewhere, but I think 4-0, I think we're happy with that and we take the 3 points. Was
that our best performance of the season?
Difficult one, tough one. It was a tough game. I thought that we gave them a little bit of a spell, maybe last 10 of the first half. We stopped our standards a little bit. We scored and we sort of let them off the hook a couple of times. But when we got going second half, I thought we should have scored a couple more. But I don't know if it's our best performance. It obviously feels good and looks good because it's 4-0. But in terms of keeping our momentum, that was something we needed to do today, and we've done that, so we're pleased.
It's another win. It adds to the continuous points we've been picking up. We've got a little bit of an unbeaten run going now again, but there's not long to go in the season. First game of the final month of the season, and then from now on, this is when the fans and the pundits will start to count down. It's like X to go. It's another win, and it's maximum points chalked off with X to go. So, are you looking at the table now? Are you kind of having a feel for what we might need to do in the next few games, or is it just, again, one game at a time?
Yeah, I think it'd be difficult to look at the table today. There's a few called off, so it might look a little bit false. It's important that we reflect quickly on this game because there was some good play in the game, and we had young Latrell in the middle. Fleety missed the game, and again he stood up to a challenge and done really well. So we've got to take all the positives and move on for next week.
Talking about the squad and Latrell coming in and doing well, there wasn't a bad performance out there today. I mean, you can go through every single one. In that aspect, we've won 4-0 and the emphasis will be on the goals, but the clean sheet's equally as pleasing, right?
I just said to the boys, I said, listen, a good win, but I'm more interested in the clean sheet today. I said, I know Clyde scored 3 goals. I said, well done, but the clean sheet meant more today than someone scoring 3. And that felt good. The back line had been working so hard. We conceded 2 sloppy goals at Dulwich, and to get back to that clean sheet was a big task. And I look back and I don't think Adnan's done too much throughout the whole game. And if we can keep doing that, I think you'll win more games than you lose. So, yeah, we had some good performances in there. I don't think anyone really played bad. There was a bit of sloppiness in there, and I think that the 2-goal buffer sort of led to that. Once we got that out of our system and shook ourselves down, we started playing again, and we got our rhythm, and we looked hungry for more goals, and we looked sharp and we looked on it, and that's pleasing to see from the side.
You touched on it just before, but I do have to kind of zoom in on it if you like. Second hat-trick of the season, Clyde Lolos getting this one. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, again, he probably should have scored another one. Should have probably had 4. But I think the way that we were playing today, I think anyone up top would get a goal. I thought we created a lot. I thought Clyde worked so hard, and he actually deserved those goals. Sometimes you get 3 and you walk off where you think, well, how did I get that 3? But he's worked hard today and he deserves that. But I thought, to a man, everyone was putting a real shift in. Everyone was creating opportunities for everyone. There was a chance where maybe 4 or 5 of our boys could have scored. Different boys, and young Jaden came on at the end, could have scored a header, and I think that just shows that we are creating chances all over the pitch. So that's good to see.
Just as you look to the right of the camera, that's just because to the people looking that can't see, the players are coming in and going. Players just come past Jack Davies, first of the season, brilliant header, probably my personal pick of the goals, but great for him as well. And Clardy scored a hat-trick, who kept a clean sheet. I suppose what I'm trying to say is the positives just keep coming. Is that something that the players will pick up on internally as well? I mean, I've just been in the tunnel there. Canis is saying, chanting Clardy's name. They're all banded together. It's a really good feeling right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm delighted for Clardy to get his 3 goals. He's worked hard. He's been patient. And today, he could have got 4. Jack, again, he's come in. Andre's been away, and he's really held that position down. And he played really well today. And to get that goal, I thought topped it off. Great leap, great direction, great header. And again, it's good for the morale. The boys, as you said, are delighted in the changing room. The music's going. But it's important we reflect quickly on why we didn't take our foot off it. And I think in recent weeks, sometimes we get a goal up or 2, and we then maybe think we can just keep doing it at that tempo, but you have to go again. So yeah, now we can rest. In 90 minutes we have to work, 94 minutes, whatever it was, but now we can rest, get some food and prepare for the week.
Really tough game today. They keep coming. Good Friday, Ebbsfleet United way, followed swiftly by a return here against Chelmsford City. Two teams at the very top of the table. Thoughts on that now?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a difficult weekend. It's two teams who Ebbsfleet have been brilliant all season. I don't think many teams are taking points off them. It's going to be a really difficult game. One that I think we're up for and we're prepared for. I think they're out of sight, if I'm being really honest. So we've got to go there with no fear and try and get something out of the game. And I think if we perform like we did today, both games, then we'd have a real good chance. But it is important that we realise why we scored 4 today. I've been saying it all season that we've been close to those 4, 5, 6 goals. And I thought today we probably should have had a couple more. So that's the sort of the negative to it. But in terms of the performance, I asked before the game, make sure we look after the performance and the result will look after itself. And I thought we'd done that and we got a result.
Just a final one from me on the whole squad again. Today we saw Jaden Carbon come on, Joe Wilson come on. You've just touched on Latrell. Andre Bromfield's come into the team. Andre Burley has come back. And the players that like Ollie that came on as well to replace Clardy, and Clardy has replaced Josh Parker, and Latrell. You could go on and on. You've got a really strong squad that you've put together. And I'll probably say if someone gets replaced for whatever reason, you're probably as strong as your last game. Not easy is the word I'm looking for, but how good is that as a manager to have a strong squad? It's
definitely not easy. I don't think we have the biggest squad. We have a young squad, as you said. Those names that you said before, we're very young. Reece Fleet missed today. I think Alfie and Coyley might be the oldest. Josh Parker. Other than that, we're quite young. But it's big credit to the boys stepping up. We've tried to play in a manner that is exciting for the fans, exciting to play in and enjoyable. And I thought today we've done that, and hopefully the fans see it, and we definitely felt it. So it's important to get the 3 points today.
Well, Ross, thanks very much for your time and congratulations on a brilliant win.
Cheers.